In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front sway bar links on this Volkswagen Tiguan. These are located behind the front wheels. Let's get into it. In the back, behind this cover, just twist to the left, pop that out. You can see where this is held down. We're just going to pop this holder off, pull the jack out. There's a utility bag right here. Open up the utility bag. And you want to find this pick. We're going to use that. Now take the hook tool that you got out of the back. And we're going to take these caps off. Pull those off. Using a 17mm socket, we're going to take these lug bolts off. Before I take the last one off, I'm just going to hold the wheel, prevent it from falling. And then grab the wheel, slide it off. I'm just going to spray a little rust penetrant on the nut for the sway bar link, just to make it come off a little easier. Using an 18mm socket, go over the nut, start loosening it up, and then we're going to use some locking pliers on the back side of the stud because it's spinning. Just lock those on, lock those in place. Because the stud is spinning, we're going to use an 18mm wrench on the nut. And on the stud, we're going to use a triple square socket. This is a M6. All right, we got it moving pretty good. We're going to go back to using the impact. Take that nut off, slide that out. Down below, I'm just gonna use a little rust penetrant on the nut just to make it easier. Using the locking pliers, attach that to the stud, tighten that up. And use a 18mm socket. Take this nut off. And we're just going to loosen this just like we did up top. Use a 18mm wrench, then use the triple square socket, the M6. Get that started in the stud. There we go, it's starting to loosen up. Should be able to use the impact now. There we go. Take that off. Down below, I'm just gonna use a little rust penetrant on the nut just to make it easier. Using the locking pliers, attach that to the stud, tighten that up. And use a 18mm socket. Take this nut off. And we're just going to loosen this just like we did up top. Use a 18mm wrench, then use the triple square socket, the M6. Get that started in the stud. There we go, it's starting to loosen up. Should be able to use the impact now. Take that off. Take the new link, slide it in place, get the nut started. I'm going to use an 18mm ratchet wrench, and in the center I'm going to use a 5mm hex key or Allen key just to hold the stud from spinning. I'll tighten this down. Now I'll torque this to 48 foot-pounds. Now slide the top part of the sway bar link through the bracket. Get the bolt on, or the nut on. Get the nut started. We'll use the 5mm Allen key or hex key just to hold the stud, tighten down the nut. And torque this nut to 48 foot-pounds. There you go. Now install the wheel. Get that lined up. That's good. Get the lug bolt started. Snug those down. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts to 89 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. And just go around again, double check. Now we can put the caps on. And just push those on. Now take the pick tool, put that back in the utility bag. We'll wrap this up. And just tie it up. Place that back inside here. I'll take the jack, get that lined up. This little tie down. Just pull that through. Take the door. Slide the two little tabs in the base and then twist it closed. That was an easy job. Now you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.